What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. This is going to be a review, finally, of the Galaxy S20 Ultra. I've had this phone since it has come out, and I haven't put out a review on it. I've done tons and tons of videos, how to, things I like, things I don't like, and now I'm going to get into an actual review. So let's get to it. First thing we'll talk about is the thing that everybody looks at. It's the first thing that catches your eye. No, it's not the huge camera bump. It's the display. It's a 6.9-inch OLED display, up to 2K plus resolution, and you can also run it at 120 hertz. Let's talk about the 120 hertz first, because it only runs at 1080p plus resolution, which in the grand scheme of things, you probably won't even notice a difference when it's not running at the ultimate best resolution that it could, because even at 1080p plus 120 hertz, it still looks amazing. It's still as bright, as beautiful. Videos, games, pictures, websites, social media all pop and look wonderful on this display. If you've had a Samsung phone before, or you've seen a friend or a family member that's had a Samsung phone, you know what I'm talking about. They make the best displays on the market today. There's a reason that Apple and OnePlus and other companies as well buy Samsung displays. It's because they're amazing, and this display does not let you down. It looks awesome, and Samsung did a great job. Again, to go back to the 120 hertz 1080p plus thing, some people might be turned off by it, but don't worry, you cannot tell a difference. It still looks awesome. Another awesome thing about the S20 Ultra: performance. Now, it has the Snapdragon 865, and depending upon which version you get, it either has 12 gigabytes of RAM or 16 gigabytes of RAM. Now, I have the 16 gigabyte of RAM one, but the 12 gigabyte of RAM one will run just as awesome as well. And this, without a doubt, and you wouldn't, expect any less, is the best performing Samsung phone I have ever had. Years ago, you'd get a Samsung phone and after a month or two, it would start to lag. Never with this phone. Never, not even a little bit. It runs amazing. One of the fastest phone, if not the fastest phone I have ever used. It competes with OnePlus. It competes with iPhone. It beats them. It's awesome. It's such a good performer no matter what you're doing. If you're just jumping around, looking through the operating system, or playing a game, or using your social media, or opening an app, whatever you're doing, it runs so well. Samsung did a great job with the software and using the power behind all of this so that it stays up to high performance needs that you have. It's awesome. I'm so blown away by it this year. And speaking of software, One UI 2.1 on here, again, great. It's so easy to customize your phone, to be able to go in there and maybe change your wallpaper, or to add widgets, or to change your icons, or to add themes, or to do really whatever you want in there. There's even settings within the settings. You'll have a section called advanced features, and in there you can go in there and change the side key settings. You can set up Bixby routines. You can go in there and link it to your Windows computer. You can set up smart pop-up view. You can do multi-window really easily. There's so much to do and customize on your Samsung phone. It can be a little overwhelming, but at the same time, you can make it as complex and customizable as you want, or as simple, but still get a lot of those features as well. So again, Samsung software on Android is one of the best layouts and software implementations that you can get on Android. Next, let's talk about the design of this phone. Now, it looks a lot like the Galaxy S10 did, at least on the front here. It looks like the Note 10. Well, Note 10 is a little bit more square, but still, it's a very similar design. Now, you get your buttons on the right-hand side, you get nothing on the left, and you get you'll see it when I pinch in, you get the camera in the middle at the top of the screen for the selfie camera, and then very small bezels all the way around. So the front, again, looks amazing. Big 6.9-inch display. Now, when you get to the back of the phone, you see this huge camera bump, and without a doubt, if you want to get a phone like this with this huge camera bump, get a case. When you get a case, it does hide the fact that there was a camera bump on the back there that really protrudes from the phone, because if you use this without a case, without a doubt, your finger is going to hit and rub against that camera bump, and I don't know, it just feels a little bit uncomfortable when you feel that. So, design-wise, it doesn't look awful on the back, but there's that huge camera bump, so it just makes it a little bit clunky feeling a little bit. As for like weight and size of it, when you're using the phone, I would recommend getting something like this, which is a phone loop. Also look into getting a pop socket so you can make it a little bit easier to hold, more comfortable. And I feel like that way about any phone. It could be as small as an iPhone 11 or a huge phone like this, the Galaxy S20 Ultra. Having a phone loop or a pop socket just makes life so much easier with these phones and way more comfortable. And like I said, the weight, not too bad on this one. It is one of the heavier Android phones that I felt, but definitely not as heavy as a iPhone 11 Pro Max. That's definitely way too heavy. Speakers on the Galaxy S20 Ultra are very, very good. I'll let you hear right now what they sound like. And obviously stereo speakers for the win on this phone. Battery life. Now for me, I get about 6 hours of screen on time. To you, that might sound awful, but to me, it's really, really good because of the fact that with most Android phones or any phone at that point, I get pretty bad battery life. I usually get 4 or 5 hours of screen on time. To get 6 hours of this running a 1080p plus display at 120 hertz, that to me is awesome. So I'm completely satisfied with it. I know people that get 8-9 hours of screen on time. So it's gonna vary for everybody, but for me, 6 hours of screen on time, very, very good. I did get better screen on time with the iPhone 11 Pro Max, but still, battery life is really, really good. And again, it's gonna vary for everybody, so it's not really a fair metric, but still, you should get very good battery life. The battery inside, 5,000 milliamps, one of the biggest batteries. Next, let's talk about the cameras. Now, the cameras, I'll be honest with you, hit or miss. I've taken some really beautiful, wonderful videos and photos with this that people have been like, wow, that's a great photo or a great video. It looks awesome. The stabilization on the videos, front or back cameras look awesome, very good. Again, photos look generally very good as well, but the miss part, sometimes, and they've put out updates that have improved this a little bit, but ultimately you will take photos that you'll have trouble with autofocusing, and that's a pain in the butt. And we've heard through rumors and things that that might not ever be fixed with the Ultra version. But also they have 100x zoom, and that, again, it's cool to be able to, you can make out what you're looking at, but ultimately it makes the photo look like an oil painting. So the sweet spot is like 30 to 50x, 60x in there, and you can still see what you're getting and it comes out clear. So as much as they, added all these camera features in there for, all these different things, you have super slow-mo in there, again, carried over, which looks absolutely awesome and cool and amazing. So there's a lot of cool features about the cameras. Just sometimes be prepared that, especially with the S20 Ultra, that you might have issues with autofocusing, especially up close. And then some little things that I want to run through. 45-watt fast charging available on this phone. You can charge it so freaking fast, like 0 to 100 in about 60 minutes, maybe a little under 60 minutes. It charges so fast with that 45-watt charger, which I would definitely recommend getting. Has 5G connectivity, so when you're out and about, if there's 5G where you are on the network that you're on, you can get it with this phone. Amazing, especially some of those fast speeds downloading stuff or just being able to connect to something really quickly. Also, Wi-Fi 6, if you have a Wi-Fi 6 router at home, it's the fastest router that you can get that connect to this, and so you can get ultra fast Wi-Fi speeds as well. A huge negative about this phone, besides it having some autofocusing issues when you're taking photos of things close up, is the fact that the phone is so expensive. $13.99 for the 128 gigabyte storage version with 12 gigabytes of RAM, or if you want the version like I have, it's $15.99 with 16 gigabytes of RAM and 512 gigabytes of storage. It's way too expensive. And then the autofocusing issues with the back camera, to be honest with you, at that point, I would probably tell you to just get the S20 Plus. I love this phone, don't get me wrong, I truly do. It's definitely one of my favorite phones that I've had in a long time. I really, really love it, but the price and the autofocusing issues could be a turnoff for most people. And the S20 Plus has a 6.7 inch display. So at that point, I'd probably tell you to just get that phone. But if you want to get this one, I think you'll absolutely love it. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of the S20 Ultra, or if you like one of the other S20 phones, why? Let us know in the comments down below, and we'll see you down the road. Peace.